Alright, welcome back everybody. We are really getting into it this time. Yeah, sorry, I have my sister-in-law is in the hospital at the moment she's gonna have a baby, so I'm getting kind of nervous, getting kind of excited about that, so without further ado, let's get back into the game.
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Chris was on patrol last night. He was attacked by a bunch of deviants. He said he was saved by Marcus himself.
Is Chris okay?
Yeah, he's in shock, but he's alive. What the hell?
I have a bad feeling, Lieutenant. We shouldn't have come here.
Bad feeling, huh? Should get your program checked. Might be a glitch. Hi. I'm Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm here to see Mr. Elijah Kamsky.
Please, come in.
Okay.
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
I never realized she was barefoot before.
Nice girl.
You're right. She's really pretty.
Odd thing
Nice
for
place.
an android to say.
Guess androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody. You're about to meet your maker, Connor. How's it feel?
I don't know. I'll tell you when I see him.
This is what you guys
Sometimes I
need to
wish
look
I
at.
could meet
Guess who that is?
Amanda.
Thanks, Connor. Yeah, and she's dead. So if you've been wondering what's up with her, she's dead.
my creator face to face. I'd have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
Elijah will see you now.
Also, is it just me, or does this pool kind of look like
Mr.
red
Kamsky?
Jello or Kool-Aid or some shit like that?
Just a moment, please.
Place is really cool, though. wonder what they're talking about.
I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left CyberLife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Isn't it ironic?
Deviancy seems to spread, like some kind of virus. We thought you might know something about that.
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution. Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
I find it interesting he hasn't been with CyberLife for 10 years and still knows who Connor is.
It's not about me, Mr. Kamsky. All I want is to solve this case.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you... what do you really want?
I'm sorry, but I don't see what you're getting at.
Chloe? I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy. I call it the Kamsky test. It's very simple, you'll see. Magnificent, isn't it? One of the first intelligent models developed by CyberLife. Young and beautiful forever. A flower that will never wither. What is it really? A piece of plastic imitating a human? Or a living being? With a soul? It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor. Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out
What's
of here.
more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are. An obedient machine. Or a living being. Endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know. Fascinating. CyberLife's last chance to save humanity is itself a deviant.
I'm not a deviant.
You prefer to spare a machine rather than accomplish your mission. You saw a living being in this android. You showed empathy. A war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people or stand up against your creators? What can be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Let's get out of here.
By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
Why didn't you shoot?
I just saw that girl's eyes, and I couldn't. That's all.
You're always saying you would do anything to accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something, and you let it go.
Yeah, I know what I should have done. I told you I couldn't. I'm sorry, okay?
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
Alright. So, Neil Newball, I think it's Newball, that's his last name, plays Kamsky, and I think he does a phenomenal job in that scene. Also, it's kind of it's a weird turning point because you can tell at this point Connor is really starting to have emotions, and he's starting to have feelings, and it breaks my heart how upset he gets when he gets called the deviant, because he's been trying so hard to stop deviance and be the good boy that he is. And that really kind of fucks with him right there. As you can tell, Hank really appreciated what he did, and Hank in that moment was kind of the Papa Bear, like, no, you leave my son alone, you leave him alone. So I like that scene because it's really a turning point, and it's very interesting later if you do the other options, with what happens there and what happens to Hank, and not that much happens to Hank, but, you know, your relationship with Hank, what you find out, what you can do. So it's I like that scene. Also, like I pointed out before, I like how, though we are doing the peaceful route, you're still considered like a terrorist group or psychotic or anything like that, when you're honestly being really peaceful and having, in a lot of cases, horrible retaliation against androids, even despite the fact that they are being extremely peaceful. Oh, come on. I think that moment's more like a metaphor, like, do you recognize who you see, for Marcus's case, because at this point you could be going one of two ways. You can be doing the peaceful route, or you could be going extremely violent, so do you recognize who you see in the mirror? Do you like who you see in the mirror? I really like that song. I like the soundtrack. The soundtrack's fantastic.
I was wondering where you were.
I needed to think.
I like it here. I come here often. It's like being alone with the world. We freed hundreds of our people, and they're still coming from all over the city. Those who dream of freedom come to Jericho. Something's changing. You seem preoccupied.
They count on me. They count on me to show them the way. If only they knew how lost I am.
All the media are talking about what we did last night. The humans are terrified. They're afraid of a civil war. Many of our people were burned in response to what happened. The humans hate us. They'll never give us our freedom.
No, not all humans are the same. Some of them understand that they can't stop us from becoming free forever.
You haven't said much about yourself since you've been with us. What was your life like before Jericho?
I was living in a bubble in this world that belonged only to me. When you're happy, it's difficult to see other people's misery. What about you? You never told me about your past. What did you do before?
I don't want to talk about it.
That android you were looking at in the store. She reminded you of who you were, didn't she? North, we're fighting together. We have to know things about each other to trust each other.
I was nothing. A doll in a distributor program to satisfy humans. Just a toy designed for their pleasure. One day I was with a man who rented me. And without knowing why, I realized I couldn't take it anymore. I strangled him and I ran away. There, now you know everything. I shouldn't have told you. I saw your memories. Carl's house, when they left you for dead in his studio.
I saw your memories too. The Eden Club. The death of that man. I felt like I was there with you. North.
This is suicide. We'll all be killed. Please, Marcus. It's not too late to change your mind.
You don't understand. We're finally gonna show them who we really are. This place will go down in history.
We'll be killed on the spot.
That's a risk I'm prepared to take if it means freedom for our people.
Marcus, please don't do this.
They'll understand. We'll make them understand. This is the only way.
I think that's an
There are
interesting
androids here who could join us.
switch between the
The more
two.
we are, the stronger our message.
Like North at first was like, we needed to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this. And now she's like, we're gonna die. And Josh was like, nah, fuck that. We gotta do this shit. Also, the first time that scene with North happened, she absolutely hated my guts.
You're free.
The first time I played the game. And, she went from, like, not liking me at all to being Marcus's lover. And I was like, That's easy. Also, is it just me or does she look like a Final Fantasy character? The way she's
You're
dressed.
free.
This is another case of, I pointed out before that I think people are really oblivious to the world. And this lady right here is, just
Come with
super
us.
oblivious. Just sets her bags down. Alright, goodbye.
Cyberlife is recording it. What do you think of this?
You're awake now. You don't have to obey them.
Not surprised.
You're free. You're free.
Okay, so when do you leave? Yeah, that really works for me.
Also, there's just a bunch of androids standing around and not a single person is concerned about that.
You're free. You're free now.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Leave him alone. He's chosen to be free. I need to block the street.
Also, if you heard that gentleman was on the phone with Cyberlife, basically talking about the fact that his android was deviant. Though it's not what a lot of people... Media calls it that, there's a lot of other people that call it that, but not typically the general public. Just like, oh yeah, they're deviant. But his android is in fact deviant.
You're free now.
Jesus, the fucking androids playing up again.
What are you doing here? Hey! Disperse! Disperse immediately! That's an order! Jesus Christ.
Dispatch, this is Patrol 457. I got a lot of androids down here. I don't know, hundreds, thousands. They're marching. Yeah, they're marching down the street.
We came here to demonstrate peacefully and tell humans that we are living beings. All we want is to live free.
This is an illegal gathering. Disperse immediately or we will open fire.
We're not looking for confrontation. We've done no harm. We have no intention of doing any. But know that we are not going anywhere until we have secured our freedom.
I repeat, this is an illegal gathering. If you do not disperse immediately, we will shoot.
Marcus, they're gonna kill us. We have to attack. There's more of us. We can take them.
If we attack, we'll start a war. We have to show them we're not violent. We should just stand our ground, even if it means dying here.
This is your last chance. Disperse immediately, or you will all be killed.
This was a hard choice the first time, but we are going to stand our ground.
We have to show them we won't back down. We stay right here.
Disperse! This is your last chance!
We have to make a statement. We have to stay put, no matter what.
Please, Marcus. We can't let them slaughter us without fighting back.
We're not moving.
Marcus, what are you doing? They're gonna kill us all!
John?
They come with us.
Quick! They're coming!
Alright. That scene still gets me. Like I said, I've played the game a lot, but that scene always still gets me. The fact that John is so willing to risk his life, and, I mean, end up losing his life for Marcus, I think is incredible. The balls of steel Marcus has, though. To stand down, like, just to stare at the face of the gun and know that at this moment this could be the end. Everybody could be dead. And then to willingly sacrifice himself for his people, I think is really incredible. And one of my favorite parts about doing this playthrough of Marcus is you kind of see, I think, deep down who Marcus truly is and was truly meant to be. He has some Carl in him, where he's a really generally good person, and tries to do right and what's best for everybody. With that note, we're gonna leave this off right here. As always, guys, I really do appreciate the fact that you continue to follow me even now.